Our group will be presenting our thesis entitled Tracer Study of College of Arts and Sciences Graduates for Academic Year 2018 to 2021. Basis for data filing with the following members: I, Marian Cacho, Patricia Cainoy, Joseph Bantang, Abigail Panday, Nikki Falconitin, Joven de Villa, Daniel Falia, and JP Ferranculio. This research had been possible with our advisor and statistician, Dr. Orfelina I. Manso. Today, let us welcome our first presenter who will discuss the summary of Chapter
1. Our Chapter 1 is a background of the study. This year, 2020, commemorates the 20th founding anniversary of the Romblon State University main campus. Students are able to acquire the most dream diploma that could be their tool in seeking our job for the most ambitious job. Proven evidence are the graduates who have already occupied private and government positions. Romblon graduates are not exempted to this national finding of employable rates. Qualification mismatch occur when the qualification of a graduate hold differ from those required by employment. In College of Arts and Sciences, mismatch usually occur not due to skill reason, but the teachers had been in College of Arts and Sciences. Mismatch usually occurred not due to skill reason, but the teachers had been oversubscribed. Graduates tracking is one of the recommended strategies that graduates tracking has not to be. This research study would pave way to understand the relevance and quality of a program offered by Romblon State University main campus in terms of its College of Arts and Sciences program, offered as well as the labor market.
Good day, our dear members of the panel. I am Joven de Villa, and today I am discussing the statement of the problem of our study. This study aims to trace the College of Arts and Sciences graduate of Romblon State University main campus, academic year 2018 to 2021. Specifically, the study sought to answer the following questions. For the statement of the problem number 1, what is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of civil status, fixed location of residence, highest educational attainment, professional examinations passed, reasons for taking the course or pursuing degrees, training or advanced studies attended, and reason for pursuing studies. For the statement of the problem number 2, what is employment status of the graduates in terms of present term position, designation of or occupation, venue of organization or company, present status on the job, way of finding the job, length of time for getting employed, reasons for accepting the job, and reasons for staying in the job.
Significance of study. School administrator, the result of the study, the success of its educational efforts pertaining to its graduate, the labor market, and employers. Teachers. The findings will allow teachers to develop a sense of effectiveness and efficacy on how they can successfully deliver the quality of education and competences required in the labor market as a styler of domains of learning. It will also enable to realize of what to be done, producing quality and competitive graduates. Student and respondent. It will provide ideas and knowledge about the current employment status and job satisfaction to the current employer of the graduates. Future researcher. Finding will be helpful in encouraging them to similarly conduct a study about the employment status and job satisfaction of the graduate.
Good day, our dear members of the panel. I am JP Ferranculio, and today I am discussing the scope and delimitation of our study. This study was limited to determine College of Arts and Sciences graduates of Romblon State University main campus, academic year 2018 to 2021. specifically focused on the AB Public Administration, AB Political Science, AB BS Biology graduates. This study was conducted this second semester of the academic year 2021 to 2022.
Benefits of College of Art and Sciences. Currently, CDC 2017 Higher Educations in the Philippines deliver educational services that demand responsiveness not only to national developmental trust but also to regional and community needs, as well as to specific institutional philosophies as articulated in their vision and mission. Shaber Ali and Hina Jalal, 2018, suggested that educational ministry must engage its strengths for the expansion of higher education and encouragement of proper structural reforms and employment directions. BNIT's 2018 employability within the context of higher education relates to the process by which they are preferred students to negotiate graduates' life and works. To shape this process, it is needed to understand the characteristic feature of work.
This study on graduates can appropriately provide valuable information for
Biology graduates. This study was conducted this second semester of the academic year 2021 to 2022.
Benefits of College of Art and Sciences. Currently, CDC 2017 Higher Educations in the Philippines deliver educational services that demand responsiveness not only to national developmental trust but also to regional and community needs, as well as to specific institutional philosophies as and Hina Jalal. The ministry must engage its strengths for the expansion of higher education and encouragement of proper structural reforms within the context of higher education relates to the process by which they are preferred students to negotiate graduates' life and works. To shape this process, it is needed to understand the characteristic and feature of work.
This study on graduates can appropriately provide valuable information for evaluating the results of the education and training of a specific institution of higher education. Studies or graduate survey is a means of maintaining curriculum relevance and providing targeted benefits to graduates to enhance the marketability of educational program.
Skills acquired in higher education institution. Jill Gaban 2011 shows that the required level of organizational competences and leadership information significantly increase job satisfaction. On the other hand, the effect on job satisfaction level of competences acquired is not significant. This is because learning competences for learning reduces job satisfaction, feeling disappointed with their jobs. Quadra, Auri, and Gonzaga 2019 study revealed that the top competences acquired by the graduates are communication, human relation, critical thinking, problem solving, information technology, and teaching skills. Theoretical framework. This study is based on Maslow's needs hierarchy theory. It suggests that human needs form a 5-level of hierarchy. These levels are physiological needs, safety needs, belongingness or love, esteem, and self-actualization. Within an organization, financial compensation and healthcare are some of the benefits which help an employee meet their basic physiological needs. Statement problem number 2. What is employment status of the graduates in terms of present term position, designation, occupation, venue of the organization or company, school, present status in the job, way of finding the job, length of time getting employed, reasons for accepting the job, and reasons for staying in the job. We employ descriptive research design using quantitative method. Questionnaire used was Graduate Tracer Study GTS of Commission on Higher Education and was modified by the researchers. Questionnaire was administered to the identified respondents through a Google out of 388 graduates for the said year. Only 82 or 21.13% participated in the study. Collection of data was really a challenge to the researchers
Gathered data was encoded, tabulated, and analyzed using SPSS.
Statement problem number 1. Number 1. What is the demographic profile of the respondent in terms of civil status? 6. Location, residence, higher educational attainment, professional examinations, pass, reason for taking the course, or pursuing degree, training or advanced studies attended, and reason for pursuing studies. Conclusion for problem number 1. Most of the respondents graduated in the age of 23 years old in the batch year 2021 from both ABPA and ABPS. Most of the graduates in ABPA finds leadership skills helpful in their present job with a frequency of 22%, and seconded with the interpretation skills, communication skills are most helpful in BS Biology graduates. Information technology skills are less helpful in a BPS graduates. For influence and opportunity for employment abroad are the less peak reason of the graduates from the said course. The most peak reason are for influence and availability of course in chosen institution. Recommendation for statement from the number 1. Since it was found out that only few among the respondents had aligned their courses and their current job, it will be better to have depth for recruiting in tight labor markets and make advanced technology a constant tool and offer courses. This will help them to be more competitive during hiring and have a support in their acquired competences.
Statement problem number 2. What is employment status of the graduates in terms of present term position, designation, occupation, venue of the organization or company, school, present status in the job, way of finding the job, length of time getting employed, reasons for accepting the job, and reasons for staying in the job. Findings for statement problem number 2. Most of the respondents from all the mentioned courses were still unemployed. ABPS has the highest frequency count in self-employed with 5 or 10.2% and with the lowest 1 or 2% in employed, while the missing variable count 27 or 81%. The employed in BS Biology in the highest with the frequency count of 5 or 15%. Conclusion for problem number 2. Most of the respondents from all the mentioned courses were still unemployed. Some found work in their respective localities. Some have permanent status of employment. Find their job as walk-in applicants. Most of the participants got their job for 7 to 11 months. Some of the graduates of ABPA were regular, temporary, and casual. If the curriculum in college relevant to their first job, mostly of ABPA it was not relevant. For AB Pulsi, relevant, and for BS Biology, relevant. Recommendation for statement problem number 2. Encourage the graduates to attend a job fair, be active in looking for job, and build a network. Encourage also the graduates to take short courses in TESDA to avoid mismatch or not relevant of job. Graduates must identify possible career choices.